Hey guys, we are at the Brass Onion.
That's the place that we used to eat, or that we ate one time. This is
Okay,
called the
we're
Brass
we're at
Armadillo.
the Brass Armadillo in Grain Valley. We are going to look for some antiques today. Quick update. We bought a farm and
Yeah.
close in the next 30-40 days probably, and kind of long-term plan is putting a silo up and kind of short-term rental. So today we're gonna look for for things for the silo, and the other things that we normally look for. We'll get you some video of kind of what's here at the Brass Armadillo. I think it's not too far outside of Kansas City, and I think it's one of the bigger antique stores around this area for sure. So yeah, what else should we hit? Anything else?
I don't think so. Green Valley, Missouri. It's across from this humongous American flag. It's pretty cool, actually, waving in the wind this morning. But yeah, I don't really have much to share. We'll try to find some cool things.
All right, stay tuned. Yeah, there were several antlers and taxidermy items at this booth and the booth right behind us. If you're one of those people that likes to buy antlers for your dog to chew on, I think you could have done pretty well here by buying these up instead of paying those big box store markups. And I have no idea what the going rate for a bear trap is, but this one seemed pretty nice.
Yeah, they did refinish it pretty well. I think that says $400. Maybe a little steep.
Well, 400 might be a fair price if you need to trap a bear, though.
Yeah, I guess 400 isn't much if the bear's wrecking your cabin.
I was absolutely in love with this bull skull, or whatever you consider that thing. I thought it would look fantastic over a fireplace and kind of bring some of that Southwest flair, but Sandra was not having it.
Yeah, lots of people do decorate with those things, and they can look pretty cool in some areas of the home, but not in my home. And you would think this guy was born in New Mexico and around that stuff all the time, the way he loves it.
We actually did consider buying this metal tub to make a fire pit out of, but it looked heavy and I personally thought 225 might have been a pinch steep. I mean, you can buy a fire pit at a big box store for 40-50 bucks, but in reality they're junk. That tub's been around a long time and will probably be around hundreds and hundreds of more years. So kind of in retrospect, I think it was a decent deal and would have been a cool vibe for the outdoor fire pit.
Yeah, we probably should have popped on that. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, this phone that's coming up, we ended up seeing hundreds of old phones throughout the day, just like this one or real similar. They were probably our biggest themes, honestly, old phones and signs.
Yeah, I wonder what this sign was for. We give United States savings stamps. You think people like sit in line for those things or something?
Well, don't quote me, but I think these were kind of the equivalent of a savings bond, and people would buy them in small quantities to attempt to accumulate a lot and save money up. This booth was pretty neat. There were dozens and dozens of signs, most of which I'd personally never seen before. I don't think we show the price of many of them, but $225 was the trend. Small sign, $225. Large sign, $225. Rare sign, $225. Beat up sign, $225. New old stock, $225. So if you see one you like and you want to go pick it up, good chance it will cost, yep, you guessed it, $225.
225.
I'm an absolute sucker for trying on an old Hatter vest. This one, it did not fit very well.
But you look super cute.
Oh, look there, that one was a bit cheaper than $225. I do think most of these signs were authentic. It's always hard to tell. The ability for people to print and patina and rust a sign is incredible at this point. It's definitely possible for a sign to look ancient, have bullet holes, rust, missing grommets, faded graphics, etc., and still be a brand new sign that was just carefully created to look old. I've bought and sold a bunch of signs over the years. I truly think that everything I've bought and sold has been authentic, but I'm the most confident when I go buy it at an auction or an estate sale from someone that was elderly. If something's clearly been sitting in a barn for 40 years, at some point you just know. $225. No idea why, but I was moved by this shotgun shell wreath. I feel like it doesn't get more American than a shotgun shell wreath.
Say shotgun shell wreath 5 times really fast.
Shotgun shell wreath, shotgun shell wreath, shotgun shell wreath, shotgun shell wreath, shotgun shell wreath.
Pretty good. Oh, isn't that cute? I thought this would be cute as a decoration in our house or the Airbnb at some point. It's not old, but it looks exactly like a shopping bag, and I just thought that was so cool. And it was pretty cheap, only $9. It's not super old or anything. It probably came from Hobby Lobby or a home decoration store, but it was really cheap and I just had to have it. More signs. Joshua gets so excited for these. Me, not so much. I did think this bingo game was pretty awesome though. It was $85, which was kind of a fair price, I guess, for it being so old. I thought it would be really cool if we could restore it somehow. And these would look really cool hanging as a decoration on a wall, probably, if you go for that rustic style. Most of these were under 20 bucks, which is a pretty good price. There are some really cool DIY projects that you can find on Pinterest with old windows. I'm actually in the middle of one right now and am refinishing a window with 6 panes in it. My idea is to put a picture of each of one of our 5 kids in it, and then one of our 2 furry kids.
Furry kids? I guess you mean the cat and the dog.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this booth was pretty crazy. It was really all things Dolly Parton. Albums, posters, dolls, CDs, vinyl records, newspaper clippings, magazines. I mean, you name it. I'm guessing that this is probably from a lifelong collector, and maybe someone bought the whole lot at an auction or an estate sale. If you love Dolly, this booth was for you though.
Oh, working 9 to 5. That was one of her best songs. I really like that poster. That one's cute. And everything in here is Dolly except Coal Miner's Daughter, sung by Loretta Lynn, of course. And to go along with your Dolly collection, a whole bunch of guitars and whatever some of these other instruments are. I think I see a banjo, little ukuleles.
I really like that blue guitar for some reason. I just think a guitar hanging on a wall looks legit.
This booth was really cool in general. A lot of fair prices and some cute decorations. I absolutely fell in love with this old small school desk. The seat bolts to the floor. It's clearly old and was very, very sturdy and pretty heavy actually. We thought that this would be awesome as a small workspace in the new Airbnb that we are trying to build. Even though it's small, I think you can get a lot of work done on this thing. We ended up taking it home and didn't even negotiate the price, if you can believe that. Even though later we kicked ourselves for not seeing if they would take 50, but it was fair.
Yeah, some really cool branded work uniforms. Believe it or not, some of these can bring good money. The coveralls were by far my favorite. No clue how old they are, but I'd guess probably 1960s. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm way off there. We didn't take any of these home, but I did think $60 felt like a fair price for those coveralls.
I should have made him try those on in the store.
I probably would have. So this was a pretty cool booth. They had a ton of old doorknobs and hardware and really just a lot of collectibles and some advertising. We didn't get anything from this one. It was pretty pricey.
Yeah, I loved these old books, these Motorboys books. They were pretty neat and really cool to decorate with. And right over here, there's, yeah, that long thing with all those holes. That's a cigar mold. I saw on a show one day they ended up
Today, Junior.
Shut up, you idiot. What I was trying to say is they used a cigar mold as a sconce on the wall, and it was pretty neat. We fell in love with this little yellow trash can as well. Felt like it would have been in some sort of lab or something like that. It still worked very well and was in really good shape. We didn't take it home because they were asking almost $200 for it. We did strongly consider it, but then we thought, well, what if it had some biohazard stuff in it or something? So we decided to leave it there. There are some of those things my husband used when he was making our table.
Those are called hand planes, and I used a jack plane.
Oh, well, sorry, I got that wrong. They look the same, everybody.
Well, a jack plane is a hand plane. I was just specifying.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying that. I love old scales. That one has a cool copper bowl on it. Oh yeah, those are those weaving baskets they use in like when they were doing the hay or whatever. They would toss it up and thrashing. That's what it's called, right? Thrashing basket.
Okay. I did think this axe would look cool, like above a fireplace or something. It was kind of a cool shape.
Who decorates with axes above fireplaces? Ooh, a wooden vacuum. All right, that's.
Yeah, we don't use the vacuum we have. I don't even know if we use the RoboVac that we have.
Oh, shut up! You're so mean to me. And you mean you don't use it?
I did not grab a price of this scale. That's something I do want to do better with moving forward, though. So promise I'll do that. And as far as price goes, I assume that was at minimum $500, probably significantly more. If you frequent antique stores, it's not uncommon to see a booth of handcrafted or handmade items. I think most of this was probably done on some type of a CNC machine. We did grab the card of the person that made all of these. If you're interested and you want more information.
We're pretty big Chiefs fans around here and have been for years. It's a very good time to be a Chiefs fan, of course, with all of the Mahomes stuff around and how big he's made the Chiefs. But we were Chiefs fans way before he got there and will be long after.
Yeah, literally thousands of DVDs and Blu-rays here. We personally just stream, but if you were looking for some random physical movie or Blu-ray or DVD, whatever, there's probably a good chance it was here.
We were close to buying this optometrist. It's like a telescoping table base, super heavy duty and in fantastic shape. We talked about potentially using it for a small island or something in the Airbnb potentially. The tag there you can see says that it was from the 1920s, which of course makes it a little over 100 years old. There are just so many times that you don't pull the trigger on getting things like that, and then you perseverate on them for weeks. That was one of these.
Oh, I love this. I love this mattress light.
Oh, it's so ugly. Why would you like that?
Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't know what you would put it over. I don't know if it's like an island or a bar or another bed, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I liked it.
It's so ugly.
It's not as ugly as that metal shopping bag you bought earlier.
Oh, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. So we're looking at some glass cabinets here. There were well over 282 of these around the store. Each one had little trinkets in it. You could also push a button that were located all throughout these few aisles, and an associate would come and help you look at whatever you wanted to look at inside them.
Yeah, there's mainly just a lot of smalls in these, but there were also some larger items on top. We're considering getting our own antique booth at one of our local antique stores in the coming months, and we'll film that and record it as we go. It's basically just for fun and not necessarily a source of income, but we thought it might be interesting to kind of document and share with y'all what the potential is. How much money can you make? How well can you do? What it costs? because of course there's cost for items and products and getting them there, and then there's rental for the booth itself. But yeah, if that's something you're interested in, let us know. We are kicking it around though, and I would say there's probably a pretty good chance we do that soon. So that ended up being 5 hours, 6 hours in there. We went pretty quick, but I don't know. Some people were going a lot faster than us, some people a lot slower. Probably 5, 6 hours though, I would say in totality. Ended up buying the desk.
Yeah, the old school desk.
Wooden chair and desk, and we think that'd make like a working space in the kind of the Airbnb silo that we're planning on creating soon. And yeah, I think you got like a little decoration.
Yeah, I got a little tin bag thing I thought was super cute. Don't exactly know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but maybe shop for some flowers from Hobby Lobby or something to put down in it. Yeah, and of course we got some saltwater taffy.
All right.
See you later.